Hey, how's it going, my friends? So I've been sending out daily body weight, band, and some kettlebell workouts for home in my email feed. And man, I cannot say how appreciative I am to all the positive feedback. It feels great to be able to help a lot of people just through the internet, complete strangers, people that maybe follow me or people that have heard they should follow me, and they're on my email list and they're getting a ton of workouts every day. That's just my way of paying it forward as a thank you for the following and the support. It really feels good. Like I can't believe that I'm really affecting people's lives in such a positive manner. So enough of that. What I'm doing here is a series pretty much. Today I'm doing a modified shoulder day. So I've been working on my shoulders today a little bit here in my backyard. I've got a 50-pound kettlebell and I've got 2 bands. That's all I need. You could do this without the kettlebell too if you don't have a kettlebell. Either way, I want to give you a couple examples of some workouts. So I've warmed up my shoulders. So I'm gonna hit the kettlebell first because it's the heaviest thing. With kettlebell exercises or with any weight training, the rest periods are a little longer. And a lot of people think it's just because of the muscles, but really it's the central nervous system. Your nervous system gets a little fried when you're connecting to external load. So what I'm doing here is some single arm, because I only have one kettlebell, some single arm overhead presses, alternating. I'm gonna do 6-8 reps per side, and then I'm gonna rest it a minute or two and then do it again. When we get to the bands, you'll see that you don't have to rest as long because it's not as taxing on the nervous system. You actually get a lot of lactic acid buildup, and there's less likelihood of an injury with bands. Okay, so with this, I like to practice something that's called range control. So when I teach single arm movements, especially, or single leg, range control is basically creating further tension throughout the whole body, right? And we do this by making a fist in the opposing arm. So this is a fist over here. I'm gonna bite down really hard, right? I'm gonna breathe into my belly and keep that air in there tight and press overhead, all right? When we create that further tension throughout the body, and especially that diaphragmatic and intra-abdominal pressure, it doesn't allow us to deviate our posture so much, right? We don't want a whole lot of moving around. So lock it down. Okay, so that's movement number 1. Today I did 4 sets of 8 to 10 reps on both sides with about a minute rest. Okay, and that was with that range control. Okay, what I did after that was I've got a light band here. You could loop it through the kettlebell handle if it's heavy enough, if you have one. But what I'll also do here is just step on it, and I kind of prefer to have this behind me like this, as opposed to pushing out in front, right? Now, bands, they're not that heavy, right? You can get a good burn in it, but really a good idea with band exercises is to work tempo. So I'm doing about a 3, 2, 1 squeeze, 3, 2, 1 hold, right? I'm gonna do that as many as I can. Today I got about 15 to 20 reps on average. Massive burn, big pump. You can see it's effective. I've got a pump going on. And that pump is sarcoplasmic fluid and blood in the muscles, and it creates a really bright anabolic signal called protein synthesis, which is what you want to stay anabolic, to build muscle and burn fat, right? So remember that. Okay, now with bands, we don't need super long rest periods, okay? I've been doing about 30-second rest periods. So you get a little bit higher calorie burn because you're moving more, a little quicker. But really, at the end of the day, what we're focusing on here is muscle preservation when you're not in the gym lifting heavy stuff, okay? All right, from there, I did shrugs. So I got a big, fat, heavy band right here, right? You need heavy bands. The traps are huge, powerful muscles, right? They should be anyway. Big traps are an indicator of a strong person. If they're weak, that person obviously doesn't lift very much, okay? So to make this even heavier, I'm gonna get kind of a wide stance. So the more I widen my stance, the more tension there's gonna be. And then I'm gonna get my wrists in there and then loop it around and create kind of a bar here, right? So one more time, wrists are in, loop around and create a bar, okay? So now I've got my wrists are being really pulled down towards the floor, okay? And what I'm gonna do, since this isn't a heavy dumbbell or barbell, I mean, I could shrug about 500 pounds for multiple reps. This is probably 50 to 100 pounds of pressure. I can't really tell because it changes, right? But really what I'm gonna do is slow up Squeeze for 3 to 5 seconds and then slow down, right? Squeeze for 3 to 5 seconds and then slow down, right? You'll feel a really big lactic acid burn after a couple sets, right? And you'll get that big trap pump. Okay. From there, we can move to the posterior deltoids, okay? These guys in the back. Those are kind of tough to hit with bands. Now, if you can anchor the band up high, say in a doorway, you could do your face pulls and really squeeze back there. I don't have that option right now. So what I did was a wide stance again, and I did high pulls, right? Squeeze at the top. Squeeze at the top, okay? Another option would be reverse flies. Boom. Boom. Right? See the tension I'm keeping, right? I'm not flailing through here, right? This isn't a speed workout. We're not doing cardio. We're trying to preserve strength and muscle, right? You need that to burn fat and to look good and just to be strong and be healthy, okay? Last thing I did was side raises. So you could do 1 foot in, or if you want to double up on your tension, 2 feet, elbows up high. Boom. Again, I'm not moving fast, right? 1 second hold at the top, right? As many as you can, right? 15 to 20 usually is what you get. So with bands, like I said, shorter rest periods. You can do higher reps because they're not incredibly heavy. It's not powerlifting, right? You should powerlift when you get the chance to, but band work is kind of more pump work. And as you can see, it's effective, right? I'm preserving my muscle. I'm staying on top of my diet. I'm not using this time as an excuse to not work out or pay attention to what I eat. You see, the most common faults with people when it comes to their nutritional habits and staying on top of their fitness routine is the fact that life gets in the way, right? They'll get excited about something, they'll start eating better, they'll start going to the gym or moving more, and then a stress occurs and all that kind of goes to the wayside, right? Some sort of life change happens and their fitness and their health goes to the wayside, right? It's not a priority anymore. But I promise you, I can speak from experience with myself and helping hundreds of people, that once you start prioritizing yourself and putting yourself first, no matter what, you are always going to be better at what you do. A stronger you and a healthier you is always a better you, okay? So don't let this time be an excuse to let everything fall to shit, all right? Stay sharp, stay smart, and stay strong. Love you guys. All right, take it easy.